Hi everyone, I'm Anna Anders here, humbly, and I'm whispering because, again, my granddaughter's taking a nap, so that's where we're at today. Today is Monday, March 20th, I believe. Yeah, March 20th, 2017, and just wanted to give a shout out to everybody. So, like I said, I'm going to try to stay on it with doing my videos and my social media platform on a regular basis. Oh my gosh, all last week was a full week, and like I said in my video last night, my sister Jackie contacted me a week ago, and you know, it just throws me for a loop. Actually, I'm happy when she does contact me, but when she contacts me and then sabotages the contents of our conversation, it's like I can see right through it all. I can see right through it all, and it's very corrupt and toxic, and I just don't want to do it anymore, you know, and I don't know how to do it anymore. And I am glad that I don't know how to do it, because that's recovery working in my life. But, however, I don't know what to do. I just got to keep surrendering and re-surrendering this family mojo as it shows up one day at a time, humbly. That's all I can do, you guys. Because I know that I've been doing my part. I know that I've been contributing my part. When I say that, I don't mean, and I gotta turn sideways here because this thing is in front of the camera and I like to see myself speaking, but what I like to say is, I know that I do my part. Emotionally and spiritually, okay? I contribute that way, and I've been waiting so patiently for our relationships to recycle in a rehabilitated way. And I don't know what to say. I tried to get out of the way, and I try to let go and let God, and it just, I don't know what's going on. God knows what's going on, and I know that I'm not going to take responsibility and accountability for people's behaviors, dysfunctional behaviors at that. So if you want to be respectful, attentive, accountable, and responsible to me, then cool, we can do it. But if you don't, then I don't want your corrupt mojo thrown in my, you know, recycled and vomited into my lap. I just don't know what to do with that anymore. And truthfully, I have to package it up and give it back to you. You know, and the only way I can do that these days is through this camera. Because, you know, I don't have family dynamics that will sit down one-on-one. My sister sitting across from me and me sitting across from her and having dialogue, you know, and maybe having a third-party witness to it, because that's what it is. And I actually wanted that a while back before I even went to our family reunion. So I've spent too much time on this video already, but that's exactly where I'm at, you guys. Don't know what else to say. Having said that, I've said too much, and I know that people can relate, because people, I know you have families, and I know our family is not the only alcoholic family that's sick and suffering. Our family is not the only alcoholic dysfunctional family. Let me say that, okay? Yeah, so we've had to do things. Well, I don't want to speak for others because that's codependent. But what I want to say is I've had to do things. I've had to go to 12-step meeting rooms and sit and take in the medicine, the spiritual medicine there, the spiritual mojo, and do this recovery work. And it's not just where you go into meetings and sit on your ass and do nothing. You have to really do the homework, the 12 steps and the rigorous honesties, and hack out that stuff and hack it out or hash it out and put it on paper, you know, put the pen or pencil to paper and do the homework. And this is not an overnight matter. It's like lifelong and life-giving. And it's life-giving, but it's it's soul revealing and soul I don't know. It's like, I want to say mystical, magical, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, and the promises in the 12-step rooms do come true too. So, just got to do the work. You know, got to clean house. Like we clean our physical house. I clean my physical home. I know how to sweep, mop, dust, and all that stuff. But how do we clean our spiritual home? How do we clean this? How do we clean the mind, the heart, body, and soul? You know, and spirit. You know, my daughter told me too, Franny, I'm going to speak at this again. When she sent me that picture, she said to me, "Mom, I know your siblings bruised your spirit bruised. You're so kind, Francis, to say bruised, but you know, it's more like fractured. Gave me a good one, not just a good TKO punch. I mean, it was like a beat down from, you know, I was beat up from the feet up, emotionally and spiritually from them because of all the betrayals and the backstabbings. And I don't have knives in my back today, but if I did, they'd be from the top of my head down all the way down to the bottom of my feet, you know, pretty much with the dynamics of our family stuff. So now, you know, people are, I don't know what they're doing. They're being reflective about life and death. And now they want to call me and ask me, you know, about dying. And I'm like, who's thinking about dying? I'm not. I'm thinking about living and giving out my spiritual gifts and my spiritual talents. So that's what I'm going to do until the day that I do die, when God decides that I'm going to die. But in the meantime, I'm not going to sit around and feel sorry for myself. No, that's not who I am. I'm going to get up every morning, say my prayers, follow my God's guidance, you know what I'm saying, and do that. So, and try to take accountability and responsibility to my commitments that I have made. And so in saying that, I just want to say to you guys, I was reflecting about, because some people said, Anna, don't you miss living out in Arizona? Yes. Yes, I really miss Arizona, guys. It's so beautiful. Geography-wise, it's so cool. Okay, and it's so beautiful. But, and people-wise, too. Certain people, okay, not all people there. Because I got to tell you, the old good old boys club really does exist in corrupt Flagstaff, Arizona. And I know that because, see, I've been trying to do forglobalpeace.com. And because of that, you know, Carrie and I have been very public with our Peace Flag work and our Peace Flag initiative there in corrupt Flagstaff, Arizona. And what I can tell you is that the Good Old Boys Club was very busy trying to squash our work, trying to sabotage our work. That's why I was followed by a cop for 2 years. Not one cop, per se, but the cops there in corrupt Flagstaff, Arizona. Following a grandmother peace activist trying to make peace flags and peace products. Right after our family story, after the Cleveland abduction story broke, you know, my God told me to stay home, and I did. My God told me to do videos, and I did. My God told me to make more peace flags and peace products and keep it going. And I did. And I tried to reach out to people there in the community of Flagstaff to say, we need some help. I need some help. I don't know technology. And I can admit that. I really don't know technology. I still don't. I didn't even know that my Sims card doesn't hold my pictures. I'm still learning this shit. But by the grace of God, I'm learning humbly through my daily trudgings, nudgings, fudgings, whatever, you know, my screw-ups. But I'm doing it. And I'm willing to get up and be right-sized and to pursue this no matter what. No matter who's alongside of me, who's in front of me, or who's got my back. I don't care anymore. I really don't care. I know, see, I know that this is a spiritual calling for me. And I don't need your approval, people. I don't need your approval. I have my own and my God's approval. And you know what's my confirmation and affirmation of that? Let me tell you. When I get down on myself, I'm like, oh my God, maybe I should quit. But you know what my God tells me? No. We had a missing family member for 10 years. 10 years she was chained to Ariel Castro's wall. 10 years, okay? And that would be my cousin Nancy's daughter, Gina De Jesus. For 10 years, corrupt Cleveland, Ohio pretended politics, pretended police, pretended to be looking for Gina. And I can tell you, as sure as I'm standing here, people, I have a YouTube video of a cop who worked 9 years on the force, 6 years at 2nd District, during that time period of Gina being gone. So that would be like 6 years that she was abducted by Ariel Castro. That officer stated to me, I asked him, did you ever look for Gina while you were on duty? You know what he told me? No. He told me no, and I have the video. And I believe that officer. So the information was squashed, just like my peace flags were squashed in Flagstaff, Arizona. The information about that was squashed. Gina's information with Ariel Castro's license plate number was squashed because the Poindexter brothers called in Ariel Castro's plate number within 48 hours of Gina's abduction. So within 48 hours of Gina's abduction, Gina was gone 2 days, and they called in that plate number. 2 days only. 2 days he had her only for. And that 2 days turned into 10 torturing years because our corrupt politics covered that shit up. But that ain't the first story that our corrupt politics has ever covered up. There's been many stories throughout corrupt, indoctrinated, Zog-infested history in this country, from national to state to county to city and towns, that there's been the good old boys club, and they know it. And yes, I'm talking about the Illuminati, and that would equal the Masons too. To be one, ask one. To be one, ask one. To be one, ask one. All these secret handshakes, and what about Skull and Bones? So all these secret organizations, people, where good old boys do good old boys favors, okay? Good old boys clubs where they do the good old boys clubs favors, okay? Like just recently, Trump and the Cardinal in New York City. Trump sitting there with Hillary Clinton and the Cardinal, the Catholic Church. That in itself shows how much in bed the Catholic Church is with our politics. So if the Pope was here in the United States, if his residence was here, he would have been there with Trump and Hillary, okay? So, but it just goes to show you what is really going on. And right now, with Pope Francis getting together with the Muslims to come together, you know what, people, be careful, because all of a sudden people want to come together all of a sudden. You better be careful, okay? Be careful with your expectations. Politically and religiously, emotionally and spiritually, just be careful. I know because I just know, and I'm going to follow my own intuitive. I don't have to accept the unacceptable from people today, and I'm not going to. I'm not here to recycle the unacceptable. I'm trying to live out the remaining of my life in recovery and in taking full responsibility, accountability, and responsibility for my actions, spiritually speaking. And so I know my God does not want me to be distracted and protracted by drama, trauma, and chaos, drama queens and drama kings, attention-seeking whores. No, none of that horse shit. And I know my God does not want me to neglect myself. So that means I got to eat healthy, exercise, take responsibility and accountability for Anna. And so that's what I've been trying to do, guys. Humbly, trudgingly, one day at a time here. What else do I want to say? Yeah, I posted that video about the towers again, and it's because we all been lied to. We all been lied to. As you can see in that video, the helicopter riding above, I think that's the North Tower. If the antenna is on the tower there, that's the North Tower. If the antenna is on top of it, but if it isn't, then I'm wrong, and I apologize. But see, the helicopter had to come in close so they could do the remote control to start the process of controlled demolition for the events of 9/11/01 that was staged. And honestly, our corrupt politics was involved in that, and corrupt Israel was too, and the corrupt Queen of England. Tony Blair was alongside Bush Jr. the whole time. And everybody knows that because we've seen it live and in living colors through corrupt Main Street media. Tony Blair. So that showed how much the corrupt Queen was in bed with our politics after 9/11/01. So that shows that part. The other part shows with Trump even recently here, showing and parading our political loyalties to Israel only? What about all these other countries? What about all the other countries? The United States of America, we are the United States of people and cultures from all around the world. That's what the United States of American people represent to me, Anna Anders here for globalpeace.com. You know, we represent so many cultures. How can we pick and choose our favorites? You know how? By bribery, by deceit, by deception, by control, by domination, by manipulation, by obliteration, all of it. The Good Old Boys Club. And trust me, they do not meet and greet at church. They're on the golf courses, okay, down in Florida, where the Purple Mafia loves to have meetings take place. Purple Mafia had George Bush Jr. go down there on the day of 9/11/01. Purple Mafia, Illuminati, same boys, same ball players, had LeBron James go to Florida for a few minutes. LeBron James does not write his own paychecks. He knows who writes his paychecks. And I think Oh gosh, Kanye West tried to throw a shout out about that at his concert, talking about LeBron James. So Kanye knows, but Kanye has also been MK Ultra. Google YouTube the terms Google YouTube the terms of MK Ultra, okay? Because it's really happening to these actors and actresses and entertainers. So they'll put you in the hospital in a heartbeat and say it's all your fault when you don't play their game. Okay. Because they don't want you to be lame and play the blame game with them. I'm Humbly Annie Anders here on this YouTube channel. I gotta go.